Hello, welcome to our channel. Facebook parent company Meta has announced the firing of 11,000 employees, that is 13% of its workforce, due to falling revenue, grim economic forecast and increasing competition. But, what is the big challenge Facebook is facing? In this video, you will understand the following points. What is the challenge of investing in Facebook stock market? How Apple is challenging social media companies like Facebook. How and why our data is tracked during our interaction with an internet. What is App Tracking Transparency, or ATT? What is demographic, psychographic and behavioral segmentation? Apple introduced a policy known as App Tracking Transparency, or ATT. This policy has affected social media companies like Facebook and Twitter. But, what is ATT, or App Tracking Transparency, and how does it affect social media companies and app developers? To answer those questions, first we have to understand how social media companies generate their income. Facebook doesn't charge consumers like you and me. The main income of Facebook is from ad revenue. So, if social media company income is from advertise, the company has to be effective in directing the ad to the right consumer. To direct the ad to the right consumer, the company must know the behavior, interest and motivation of their audience. So, companies like Facebook usually categorize their audience based on three marketing strategies. The three marketing segmentation are demographic, psychographic and behavioral segmentation. In demographic segmentation, consumers are mostly grouped by age, gender and income. Because knowing the age, gender and the income of consumer will assist in directing the ad to the right person. In psychographic segmentation, companies will categorize their target based on personality, lifestyle, social status, interest and attitude. To understand how important it is to target consumers based on the 5 psychographic segmentation, we will see an example from each one of them. Personality psychographic segmentation is related to the characteristics of the individual. Some of the personality psychographic segmentation are creative, emotional, introvert, outgoing and extrovert. A wine and alcoholic beverage company may target an individual with outgoing personalities. Lifestyle segmentation is where a company categorizes you based on how you spend your time and money. For example, someone who is categorized as athletic and who exercise regularly will be targeted by sports shoemaking company like Nike. Social status psychographic segmentation is based on what people eat, wear or even choose to associate with. Individuals who belong to upper class of the society may prefer to use luxury and style, but individuals in the middle and lower classes may prioritize functionality over class or style. So, companies advertising luxury product must know social status of the group they target. Psychographic segmentation based on activities, interest and opinion, often abbreviated as AIO, is referring to the type of activities the consumers like to do. For example, if someone is interested in watching movie, he will be targeted by movie streaming company like Netflix. And if someone is interested in watching football match at stadium, he may be targeted by snack food brands. The last psychographic segmentation is based on attitude, which is categorizing individuals using historical, cultural and religious belief, because the consumers may relate the product they use to their belief. So, we have seen demographic and psychographic segmentation. The third marketing strategy is known as behavioral segmentation. In behavioral segmentation, companies will track our search and purchase history from the interaction we make on different applications or websites. But, how does companies get those crucial information for advertising? There are 2 ways of data collection from consumers. The first one is first-party data collection. In first-party data collection, information is collected by a company about consumers, based on activities on that company's online and offline properties, such as in apps and websites. In this type of data collection, information is not shared with other companies. And the second one is third-party data collection. In third-party data collection, information is shared or purchased and linked across companies, including information about consumers' activities across online and offline properties. But how does the Apple App Tracking Transparency Policy (ATT) affected Facebook ad revenue? As you well know, Apple is a provider of a mobile operating system, iOS, for which app developers can create apps and serve ads within those apps. Many apps use third-party data to target ads to consumers, often without the knowledge or explicit permission of the phone owner. So, Apple began enforcing ATT as part of iOS 14.5 in April 2021 to provide users of iOS devices more control over the use of third-party data for advertising in all iOS apps. For a long time, apps and websites were using Apple Unique Identifier Number called Identifier for Advertisers, IDFA, to track and link Apple devices' user information. For example, let's say there is a user with IDFA number 342658. And let's say the user of this phone has downloaded an app that shows how to do physical exercise at home. So, this app will save the unique number of the phone and the information about the user. And let's assume this user is also Facebook's subscriber, which means Facebook also has the unique identifier number. And if Facebook and the app are linked and sharing information, Facebook will know the user with IDFA number 342658 is interested in physical exercises. So, Facebook will use this information to send ads related to physical exercise to the user. But after the introduction of ATT, or App Tracking Transparency, Apple devices are displaying an option whether to allow or not to be tracked by any app. And, in reality, most of consumers are not happy to be tracked, since they don't really have any control how those information are going to be used. And the introduction of app tracking transparency has become a big challenge for social media companies to effectively use the ad targeting by blocking the IDFA number if the user chooses not to be tracked. The stock market value of Facebook parent company Meta has dropped by 67%, as you can see in the graph. So, if you are investing in stock market, knowing the challenges and advantages of the company is very important. And I hope you have got a good information from this video that might be an input to your decision. If you like our video, please encourage us by subscribing, liking and sharing. Thank you for watching.